So how's the mood been for the boys after the win?
Yeah, very good. Obviously both reserves and seniors had a win, which hasn't happened too often this year. So yeah, it really helps the mood around the club, and we're really going to attack these next 5 weeks and try and get something out of it.
How, not just a win, but as an emphatic win, how important was it to put a score up like that heading into the last few rounds?
Yeah, absolutely, and especially against the Gold Coast. I guess in round 3 we sort of come off a couple of not too bad defeats against some good sides, Geelong and Hawthorn, and we thought we were a good chance, and probably the opposite this time. Gold Coast probably thought they were a good chance against us, and we were able to reverse the roles. So yeah, it's very pleasing, particularly in the Q clash as well.
I see Tommy Rockcliffe coming back. He made a huge impression.
Yeah, obviously very good player and having a very good year, Tommy, and particularly with him and Pearce together. I mean, you get two midfielders getting 90 touches together. You're probably going to be hard to beat as a side. So hopefully those boys can continue their form and maybe push for All-Australian selection or something like that.
How confident are you boys now finishing the season off on the best note possible? Is that giving you the motivation and the confidence to really finish this season off right?
Yeah, I think the confidence has grown immensely throughout the group, particularly young boys sort of early in the season. They're playing their first game, second game. It's going to take a bit of time now. You got blokes who've now 15 games in, and week by week they're growing. They know their role better and that sort of thing. So yeah, hopefully we can finish off the season well and take it into next year.
There's probably inconsistency over the last year or two has killed you in terms of good quarters and then bad quarters. After such a good opening quarter on Saturday, then conditions obviously changed. What did you get out of the next 3 in terms of how solidly you played them?
Yeah, Leper was definitely very happy with that. Maybe the fourth quarter we dropped away a little bit, but yeah, I guess most of our wins this year have been pretty close, and as you say, that's due to inconsistent quarters. So to be able to get a win where we score over 100 points and win by nearly 10 goals, yeah, there's a bit of cream on the top of the cake, I guess.
Well, what did you think of that first quarter? If you can jump
in
the middle of it.
Everything was going right for us. It was, I guess it started from the midfield. We were winning it out of the middle, and then the forwards like Greeny and Zorks and Louis Taylor were keeping the ball in there, putting plenty of pressure on, and then the defenders also doing their bit, keeping it down there. So, I guess it was one of those things where when it was going inside 50, it felt like we were going to score every time, sort of thing. It was just the way the game was going for us.
And you talked about confidence, but in terms of specifics, when you go into this weekend, what does that confidence bring? Does it bring a sort of more commitment to the ball or the contest? How do you see it from one week to the other?
Yeah, good call. I think just confidence, to take the game on a little bit, not play that safe sort of style, and that's when teams are able to restrict us. So, take the game on. Boys play to their strengths, like Pearce, run and carry, and Rocky hit his kicks. And every player's got an attribute like that when they're playing well, they bring something very good to the side. So, yeah, if we can all chip in and do that, then I think we'll go a long way in the next 5 weeks.
And I know, the next 5 weeks, that's the question. I know it's the old game by game, but is it a mini season? Because you have this 5 weeks, well, you finish mid-table, which is a heck of a finish, all things considered, I thought.
Yeah. I guess after the first 6 weeks, we've sort of broken down our season into the last 7 weeks and then the next 6 weeks. So this 6 weeks, we're just looking to be hard to score against a good defensive side. And, if we can get something out of these 6 weeks, maybe get a couple more wins, while it hasn't been a great season, you still take something out of it. And particularly towards another pre-season, more young boys getting more experience, I think that'll help us in the future.
Just on you, 50 games and re-signing for 2 years, are you excited about where the club's going, where the young group's going?
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't be happier up here. I've got plenty of good mates up here, and I think the boys were going in the right direction, so hopefully I can start cementing a spot through that midfield, and yeah, hopefully the future looks good for us, I think.